So far, we have taken out some prior weeks. We haven't on the Dow, we haven't on Russell, just internal range inside candles so far. But it does seem like Russell does want to go higher, at least maybe into the wick CE, but um, yeah, we just got to keep in mind we may have a wick being created today. So I'm thinking sort of a reversal candle profile where in the morning we come up and then maybe later in the day we start to either come down or yeah. But I don't know, it does seem like we may have um, some sort of short over the weekend or something because it usually happens when there's no news. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, taking out liquidity. Looks like ES has got some relative equal highs here, just on the weekly. Oops. And then Nasdaq has taken it out, and it's in its daily sell side imbalance. Um, so yeah, this makes a lot of sense to me for Nasdaq to start to be really weak here. It's kind of weird that ES is weaker. Do we get some SMT here? Nothing significant, but we did get some SMT there. But anyways, we do have a nice big daily gap up here for inefficiency here. I'm not going to mark it out because I'll just assume that that's already the case. All right. Dow Jones has taken out its internal relative equal highs. I'm hoping Nasdaq and Nasdaq and YM are actually going to remain weak up into this, and we get a nice little move on the Russell, and it would make what's going on. Just because that would make a lot of sense from a Russell perspective. We got highs up here to take. But yeah, weird. Dow Jones just came up with this equal high. Oh, that's yesterday and today's candle. All right. So yeah, we do got some interesting levels up here in Russell. I do think this would be a nice long if we can get it. It's already tapped into 4-hour fair value gap, so it may already be ready to go up. Um, we're gonna have fair value gaps all the way down, but we do have a bit of a bearish inversion gap here now. So I would like to get some sort of idea to along the Russell here. Um, it already seems pretty set up for a move. We've got a 1-hour inefficiency here. And that's probably where I'll probably be buying, honestly. Green. And, all right. So yeah, we came and swooped these lows. This is another 1-hour fair value gap nested into the 4. And we got a big shift here, or not a real shift, but at least we got equal lows into there. Is there more on there? What is the 10 to 2? There's a little gap there. Just gonna note that. We have a bearish 30-minute fair value gap here. That makes sense. Lower again. relative equal lows here. Um, as for all these charts, it's just there's just no levels. So there's just no levels to get long in, except maybe the low we just put in. I don't know. This is a nice little high that we just kind of inverted on NASDAQ. So yeah, maybe this is significant. But we have news this week. Yeah, 8:30 news. Sounds like Trump may speak at some point today. It's very tentative. It says there's no data for it. Yeah, don't know. So yeah, we just got retail sales. We did get some SMT here at the lows. And on YM, we do have some relative equal highs here. Souping that. We already souped this on NASDAQ. Nothing here on ES. No levels. I think obvious trade is Russell. I would want to see. We already have a good amount of SMT here. It would make sense for Russell or the Dow to come soup this out. This is the PM session open here, so I would trust any SMT here. I'll make my change this color, make it an SMT line, make it more obvious. Yeah, this is obvious. SMT low. Alright, there's SMT low here. There's nothing really besides the highs, which are really obvious. Oops. So we got, we did get a short setup into here. But oddly enough, ES is weaker than Dow, or than NASDAQ. So that's kind of uncharacteristic there. But yeah, I would like to see an SMT. We already made an SMT, but not clearly. This is tough. So this is the close. Okay, we should mark that out. So yeah, we took out the close here on 4 p.m. Yeah, the open and close up into here. Up into here, everybody took it out. And we did on Russell, but this is right before that. So I think this SMT may still be valid here. So that being said, I'm going to be looking for a long entry, and it just makes a lot of sense to look for it below these lows here. And ugly low volume candles. There's a little inefficiency here. A lot of it. That's a lot of inefficiency, so I'm not even gonna mark that. But at the highs we did have a manipulation there, but it's funny because Russell didn't actually come down. It showed its strength there. So yeah, I trust this. I think this is valid. The only other level I'd be watching is just this one, and then lower, and then the highs for short. Other than that, I'm just gonna be looking for longs on Russell unless we get a soup of a low. Obviously, we'll update levels as they come on news. Oh, we should look here too. Just quickly, higher time frame, similar situation here. Um, ES created relative equal highs at the all-time highs. So this is going to be the real short there. If we can get it. QQQ, sort of similar situation. Could come up a bit higher here. And IWM really low resistance liquidity in here, and then very huge pool of short liquidity up into this. So could even come and take out this high before reversing, and then that would be the S&T. So yep, still the same levels, but on the smaller time frame, let's see here. QQQ lower, SPY lower, Dow Jones lower, and IWM clear as day, much more bullish. Lots of S&T. These are smooth lows here, so that's kind of sketchy. And then we have smooth highs that we could soup all of that with. If we did that, we just don't even have those on Russell though. And it's possible that Russell could be weak here. So I probably would look for a long below these lows if we got it. Just depends. No, I think this would hold because of there's S&T there. So yep. I think just we got relative equal lows here and then relative equal lows like a pool of liquidity below this. So I would think just using this order block, I think I'm gonna trust just placing a limit order just because this is like all there. But it may be smart to wait for SMT, but I'll monitor. I'll monitor this. Let's see how much risk that is. It's gonna be at least 2 points. Just put it at the real bottom. Whoa, on the micros it did take it out. Maybe tricky here. Weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it there. Alright, so yeah, because we're gonna use that order block. So that's about 2 points. So 2 points times 5. It's $10 per contract. Really? It's so tight. $10 a contract. Maybe I'll switch to
Order cancelled.
Switch to the real Russell here then. This is gonna be $50, $100 a contract. Yeah, I'd rather just do the real Russell here.
Order working.
So we have a little bit of bearish S&T here. But yeah. Um, yeah, I'm just anticipating this as a long soup here. Um, could still come below these lows. I just don't know what's really gonna happen. I just think we're gonna get that divergent strength, and yeah, I mean this is the basically the London low here. So another S&T. If the Dow holds and that Russell actually comes weaker, then I would actually trust that soup long using this order block. In which case, I would still probably be getting in regular E-minis. So, yeah, cool story. I think that's about it. Um, Currencies heading higher. Now we got S&T in the euro and the dollar. That's interesting. Silver cracking way higher. Oops. Nice. So yeah. All right. And then just a quick review on the flows. Calls were up on everything. Or no. SPY calls up. It looks like they're hedging in puts or they're faking everyone out. But I do believe they were averaging into some puts there, and then in that last leg they did just get totally long there. And then in the Qs they were flat out same thing, flat out. Um, Both were up throughout the day, but it's obvious that most of it's puts, long puts. And then we have the Dow that was bearish all day, and then suddenly they dumped, but their puts. But the problem is the Dow just doesn't have enough volume on it. It's just $1 million of premium compared to hundreds of millions on Tide and etc. So, and then the Russell did have some bearish flows at the end of the day. Um, so we gotta be careful there, but it is still leaning bullish, and charts are bullish, and I think it needs to take out some real liquidity before it's gonna head down up at the 303s area. So yeah, hopefully we can get this long and then look for some sort of swing short maybe, but probably miss it. So you can't swing trade. But all right, that's the game plan. Audio.